Today, Madcatz defends their Mojo. It doesn't help. This is CheckPoint.
Welcome to CheckPoint, where we've been playing Pokemon since they've now discovered a third dimension. Which one did you get?
I got Pokemon X.
What? I got Pokemon X. Now we can't trade.
But the elk was so cute.
That's not a good reason.
Well, why'd you get Pokemon X then?
The elk was cute.
Sony has introduced a flexible new way for players to experience Everquest II. That's marketing speak for paying the low price of $35 to jump straight to creating a level 85 character. Which raises several questions. First, who decides now, almost 10 years after its release, it's finally the time to start playing Everquest II? Secondly, aren't those 85 levels worth of now optional content important? Isn't there some story stuff you're supposed to get out of it? And finally, aren't you paying a fee just to skip most of the game? And if so, does that mean Sony has actually figured out a way to sell you a really short version of Everquest II for a super premium price?
Angry Birds is going where no franchise has ever gone before. A kart racing game. Angry Birds Go, coming soon to probably every device you own, features, quote, all your favorite Angry Birds characters, which implies Rovio has more faith in the cachet of their birds than we do. I guess we're supposed to be waiting with bated breath to see what the beloved personalities of Red, Bomb, and Mustache Pig will get up to now that they have go-karts. Can you imagine those characters in that situation? Madness!
Game jams are old and busted. The new hotness? Train jams. Yes, an all-new experience that combines the delight of spotty internet access, the excitement of traveling much slower than you would normally have to, and the specter of motion sickness into one non-stop 52-hour-long experiment in game development and or sleep deprivation. The best part? The Chicago to San Francisco Amtrak train the jam will be taking place in will have limited access to beds, electrical outlets, and shower facilities, just like a real game jam.
Last week, we reported on the new Madcatz Mojo micro console for Android, and since then, Alex Very, Madcatz Director of Global PR, took to the press to defend their bizarre creation. One thing that's clear from his quotes is that Madcatz doesn't seem to understand what they are making or who they're making it for. The numbers speak for themselves, and I think that for every gamer playing an online game on PC and console in the US last month, 3 or 4 times that number played a game on a mobile device. That may be true, but just because it plays mobile games doesn't make it a mobile device. Unless you can play the Mojo while pooping, this is not a valid comparison. Very went on to say, I predict that in 18 months we will be astonished at what's on offer. We bring the hardware, you bring the games. Except that no one's bringing the games to you, they're just bringing the games to a variety of devices that aren't the Mojo. And nobody wants to pay $250 to play a game designed for a smartphone on their TV at home. What does access to the Google Play Store even mean for gamers? We're not restricting gamers to a small selection of games, not imposing a walled garden. Why not? We rag on the Ouya a lot, but at least the Ouya-only game store means you know the games will work on the Ouya. That's not an assurance you have with the Mojo. The final nail in the detachment from reality coffin came with this quote. We're not interested in going after the super casual market with Mojo. Which is clear, because $250 for a home console that uses the Google Play Store is not for casual gamers. But what hardcore gamer is ever going to say, I'm no X-Drone or Sony fanboy, the games I want are on the Google Play Store, so I'm buying a Mojo. Your target demographic doesn't exist.
Final Fantasy VI is coming to iOS and Android, so that means Final Fantasy VII is sure to follow. Don't hold your breath. According to Square Enix's Takashi Takeda, Final Fantasy VII is years away from a mobile release because the game would be big. Over a gig. Which sounds reasonable for about 1/10 of a second until you realize that taking up that much space hasn't stopped Infinity Blade or XCOM from selling like 1 million copies on mobile. Look guys, it's fine. I'll make the space. I probably don't need all those Katy Perry albums.
Wait, all your Katy Perry?
Well, no, not all of it.
Yeah, because I'm like, one of the boys?
Well, God, no, that's got She Kissed a Girl on it. And
Yeah.
as I understand, she enjoyed that.
You don't actually listen to Katy Perry, do you?
No.
Coming up, Kickstarter launches in Australia and New Zealand. Now you guys can make your own games and overcharge us for them.